Hello, I'm Joshua Brown from howtobecome.com, a leading interview training company that has helped millions of candidates worldwide prepare to pass their job interviews. And in today's video, I'm going to help you succeed in your CNN interview. Oh, and don't forget to let me know which role you're applying for at CNN in the comments section below, so I can personally give you extra interview tips and questions. CNN style interview question number 1 is tell me about yourself, your interview introduction. Here is a brilliant top scoring response to help you. Thank you for this opportunity. I've built my career around my field, where I've developed strong skills in research, storytelling, and working under pressure. I've always been drawn to fast-paced environments where accuracy and clarity really matter, because I enjoy the challenge of taking complex information and making it accessible to a wide audience. What excites me about CNN is its reputation as a trusted global news brand that delivers breaking news while also producing in-depth analysis. I connect strongly with CNN's commitment to truth, impartiality, and holding power to account. On a personal note, I still remember watching CNN during major global events growing up, and it sparked my interest in news and storytelling. That inspiration has stayed with me, and I'd love the chance to contribute my skills and passion to a team that shapes how millions of people understand the world every day. That was a brilliant top-scoring answer, a fantastic way to introduce yourself in a CNN interview. The answer works because it's professional, it's structured, and it's personal. I give a clear overview of my background and highlight key skills that matter in a newsroom: research, storytelling, and working under pressure. Then I connect my motivation directly to CNN's values of truth and global impact. Finally, I make it more memorable by sharing a personal anecdote about being inspired by CNN growing up. That mix of skills, cultural fit, and personal passion make it a top-scoring response. Let's move on to CNN-style question number 2. Why do you want to work at CNN? Now, this question is being asked to assess whether your motivation is genuine and if you've researched CNN's reputation, its strengths, and its mission. Therefore, in your answer, you must show knowledge of CNN's impact, breaking news, analysis, innovation, for example, and link it to your own skills and passion for journalism. Here is a brilliant top-scoring response again to help you come up with your own winning answer. Why do you want to work at CNN? I want to work at CNN because it's a global leader in news and storytelling with a reputation for fast, accurate, and impactful journalism. What really stands out to me is CNN's ability to balance breaking news coverage with in-depth analysis that gives audiences both immediacy and context. I'm motivated by the idea of contributing to work that informs, educates, and often shapes the global conversation. I also admire CNN's commitment to innovation, whether it's adapting content for digital platforms, using data-driven storytelling, or producing engaging multimedia pieces. That forward-thinking approach is something I want to be a part of. On a personal level, CNN has always been a trusted source of news for me. Being able to contribute to that reputation by bringing my own skills in digital content would be a real honour. I see this as an opportunity to grow, while also adding value to a brand I deeply respect. This answer works really well because I've shown I've done my research. I talk about CNN's strengths in breaking news and analysis, as well as its digital innovation. I also connect my personal motivation to CNN's mission, which makes the answer feel genuine. By balancing admiration for the brand with specific ways I could contribute, I prove I'm both passionate and prepared. That combination is exactly what hiring managers look for. Now, don't go anywhere, as I still have plenty more interview questions and brilliant answers to give you, but when you're ready, and only if you want to, you can click that link in the top right-hand corner or in the pinned comment below the video at any point during this training. It will take you through to my website, howtobecome.com, where you can download my top 25 CNN-style interview questions and answers suitable for all job roles to give you the edge in your interview. Okay, let's move on to CNN-style interview question number 3. Tell me about a time you worked well with someone whose style was very different to yours. Now, this question's being asked to test your ability to collaborate with diverse colleagues and adapt to different working styles. Make sure in your answer you show empathy and adaptability. Explain the difference, how you bridged it, and the positive outcome of teamwork. That's very important. And a really good tip here, when answering any kind of behavioural interview question, a question where you're required to talk about your prior experiences, is to use the STAR structure, STARR, and it stands for this. You start your answer off with S for situation. Describe what was the situation you found yourself in. You then move on to T for task. What was the task that needed to be carried out? You then move on to A for action. What action did you take to achieve the task? The first R is for result. What was the end result following your actions? And the final R is reflection. What did you learn from this experience? Here is a brilliant top-scoring answer to help you in your preparation using this STAR structure. Tell me about a time when you worked well with someone whose style was very different from yours. In my previous role, I worked on a project with a colleague who had a very detail-heavy, cautious working style, whereas I tend to be more fast-paced and action-oriented. At first, it caused some friction. I felt they were slowing things down while they thought I was rushing ahead. I knew it was my task to ensure we got the best out of each other and contributed positively as a team. Instead of letting that difference create a barrier, I suggested we meet early in the project to discuss our approaches and agree a process. We decided that I would take the lead on initial drafts and quick turnarounds, while they would review and refine the details to ensure accuracy and quality. This way we played to each other's strengths. The end result was a project that was both timely and precise, and we received positive feedback from our manager. By working together and utilising both our strengths, we actually completed projects 20% quicker than the department average. The experience taught me that different working styles can actually complement each other if you're willing to communicate openly and respect what each person brings to the table, skills I will bring to my role at CNN. This answer works because I don't just describe the challenge, I explain how I adapted and found a way to make our differences a strength. I use a clear example, show strong communication skills, and highlight the positive outcome. By framing it as a learning experience, I also prove I'm self-aware and collaborative, two qualities that are highly valued in a fast-paced organisation like CNN. Okay, question number 4 is another behavioural interview question. Describe a time when you had to deal with a tight deadline and how you managed to deliver it. This question is being asked to check if you can handle pressure and still deliver accurate, high-quality work in a fast-paced environment. Make sure in your answer you outline the challenge, you explain your prioritization and communication, and show a successful result. Here is a fantastic top-scoring answer to help you, again using that STAR structure. Describe a time when you had to deal with tight deadlines and how you managed to deliver. In a previous role, I was asked to prepare a detailed report within 24 hours after a last-minute request from senior management. The challenge was that the data I needed came from several departments and there wasn't much time to chase. It was my task to ensure the report was delivered on time without sacrificing its integrity. To manage it, I first broke down the task into smaller parts and prioritized the most time-sensitive sections. I contacted the key people directly, explained the urgency, and requested only the essential data instead of waiting for everything. I also set myself clear time blocks to work without distractions so I could process the information quickly. By focusing on communication, prioritization, and staying organized, I managed to complete the report within the deadline. The managers appreciated not just the report itself, but also how I kept them updated throughout the process. That experience reinforced for me that working under tight deadlines requires calm focus, smart prioritization, and clear communication with others, qualities I know are vital at CNN. This answer works really well because I don't just say I'm a team player, I prove it with a real example. I explain how I helped create structure, kept communication open, and supported my colleagues. By showing that the project succeeded and the client was happy, I demonstrate both teamwork and results. That makes it a complete and well-rounded answer. So those are just some of the key questions that you should be preparing for. But if you want the full list of the top 25 CNN-style interview questions, plus brilliant example answers to help you pass at your first attempt, then click that link in the top right-hand corner or in the pinned comment below for 2 reasons. Firstly, this will take you through to my website, howtobecome.com, where you'll get all of the answers we've covered today, plus a total of 25 expertly crafted responses to the most commonly asked CNN-style interview questions. Secondly, and as a bonus, I've also included 3 smart questions that you should ask at the end of your interview on that page to make a lasting impression. It's a powerful resource designed to put you ahead of the competition, so make sure you check it out. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible pass their job interviews, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. Also, hit that like button if you found this useful. It really helps motivate me to create more videos like this for you. If you have any questions about any job role at CNN, drop them in the comments below. I reply to all comments with tips and advice. And finally, don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. The link is in the description. I'd love to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best in your CNN interview. Have a brilliant day.